Hello and welcome to the Rigged Recap. We just recorded the whole intro and then had to restart. I'm here with my co-host Kayla Says.
And we are joined by Drag Race UK season 4 royalty Black Peppa. Black Peppa, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for bearing with us.
That's okay.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me. Take two. This should hopefully work out. I think this should be fine. I'm familiar with Zoom.
See, it's
Yeah.
always the one that you pay for that doesn't work as good as the free option.
You pay for the other one?
We do, and we're literally cursed. Every time we record with a guest, our video is fine, and then the guest always has, like, they always sound, they have
Oh
some kind of
no.
visual or recording issue. We can't figure it out, but you know what? We're making it work.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. So,
Uh,
we're here to talk about episode 10 of Drag Race
yeah.
season 18. Peppa, I've never asked you this question before in my life. How are you liking this season?
I I love this season. I think this season has a really amazing cast, a great lineup of girls who have personalities that really stand out. As I never said before, I really love Darlene Mitchell. I love Mia Starr. I love Juicy. Been following her for a long time. So seeing the announcement of the cast, I was quite excited to see how it would play out, and I think it's playing out really well. You know, we got some really good girls, and it's kind of kumbaya, but I don't mind that.
Yeah, like you said, or like you never said, your season was kind of kumbaya. So like it's like a chill vibe. It's almost like you're hanging out with friends when you're watching.
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone's mature, everyone's of a certain age. You don't have time for that immature bullshit.
They got rid of Briar Blush real quick, so
Ah! I really loved her. I was here for the
same.
drama, okay?
If
Yeah.
she was here, she would definitely be stirring the pot, but she's not here, so
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
good vibes. But
The ghost of her is in this episode in the suitcases. We have
Oh God, yeah.
Briar Blush
Ooh.
haunting the narrative a bit.
yeah, did you? So me and Pepper were talking about this before we started recording. Would you guys have preferred someone come back in this episode, like they were teasing?
No. At this point in the competition, remember you're locked away in a hotel room away from your family for God knows how long, especially if you make it to this point. So you're kind of like, I can't wait for this to be over. So the last thing on your mind is bring another bitch back. No, I know it's like it's giving them a chance and that's cool and everything, but the last thing you want is for another additional week to be added just because a bitch came back through that door. No, I wouldn't. I would pretend that I'm happy, but I'd be like, girl, really?
I that gives a lot of interesting insight, I think, into like when they do the whole like teasing of people coming back, whether they're doing it or not. Why the girls who are still there always react like that, because that makes sense that in their head
It's
they're
so
like,
relatable. I get it. I completely get it.
yeah.
Like Jane Don't was like, "Oh, girl, like we want a girl to go home. We don't want a girl to come back." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Well, especially on these like 14 people seasons, like there's a lot of people to start with. So once you finally are like thinning the herd, and it's like there's not that many left, like
14
good
is
for
a
you.
lot." And then already the first episode, no one goes home.
Mm-hmm.
And then this episode, no one went home. It's like, how long are we gonna drag this on for? Like, you know?
It's that we used to have 14 episode seasons, and I really think that is just like the sweet spot because we drag it out to 16 now, and I wish they would just add those two extra episodes to All Stars because I feel like All Stars sometimes is too short, but
Yeah.
like this
Especially
season,
versus the world. It's quite short, isn't it?
Yes,
yes,
for
Yeah.
sure.
exactly. And like Canada, they just filmed All Stars, and it's gonna be 6 episodes, and it's like, no, I want it to be like I want
It's
it to be
gonna be six
longer.
episodes.
That's
Oh,
Yes.
crazy. Wait,
goodness.
Canada's gonna be 6 episodes? That's
Yep.
wild.
Really? How
Yep.
do you know this? How do you not know this?
Eric knows everything.
I
Yeah,
have
you
my
do.
sources. But yeah, so I do think that like we should cut some of these episodes. Not because I don't want more
Yeah.
Drag Race, just because like I think maybe we could just like equally distribute it a little bit better.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. But as I said, I don't mind Drag Race being on our TV screens like for as long as it can be. But if it feels dragged out, then it feels dragged out, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like we all know the answer, but if someone were to come back, who would you want to see come back?
I
Wait,
want
wait.
to see Mia Star.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
I love Mia Star. I think I felt the absence when she left immediately.
Yeah.
I love Athena and I also love Vita. Vita was incredible. But I just thought Mia Star, like even in Untucked, like I felt like I knew her, and I messaged her recently because she was here in London. And I was like, oh, I'm not there to meet you. But like, I just think she has an infectious personality. She's a burst of fresh air, bright energy. She's just like a girl's girl, you know? And I feel like that's kind of the personality that you want to be on your TV as long as possible.
Yeah. And like I mean this is no shade, but like I feel like there are a couple queens left who haven't like broken through and like gotten a win or like even been in the top. And for someone like Mia, who I felt like was doing so well, like to
Yeah.
be gone, it's just I think it would have made this feel a little bit more competitive at this
I feel like
point.
the girls were still learning about them. Like even this episode, we learned about Darlene. I feel like every episode we're learning something new about Darlene at this point. But I'm like, some girls, we still don't really know them like that, apart from, at least the ones that have gone. They tried to make sure their story came out enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like even Jane, who is like leading the pack right now, like I
Yeah.
know her like strategy wise, but I don't know like her as a person as much.
I think all we knew about her is that she learned to sew from her dad. Was it her dad? And then
Yes.
her, yeah, something like that in episode one, yeah, where she was crying, and then she's competitive and she
Mm-hmm.
trolls. That's all I know about her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel like that's low key a little bit what's holding me back from like loving this cast as much as maybe some others is like I just don't know them that well.
Mm. Well,
Yeah.
it's still seven girls. I think we have a lot more episodes to go by the looks of it, so I think we'll probably have a good idea of them by the end.
We'll be sick of them by the end. We'll be like, we know too
Yeah,
much about you.
I think I'll be sick of Jane don't by the end for sure.
So we have the reading challenge this episode, and I always feel like this would be so hard to do. And like you've had to do the reading challenge, Peppa. Is it as
Yeah.
stressful as it looks?
I don't think it's stressful, and not as stressful as like Snatch Game or the roast because it's more of a mini challenge format, and a lot of girls go in being prepared, whereas I wasn't. I was not prepared for reading challenge whatsoever, and so you kind of have a feeling when it's gonna happen. I don't know why. I remember walking in the workroom, and everyone was kind of like, you just never know. Have a read for a girl, and I was like, oh. But then by that time, look, if you're not prepared, you really won't have time because they don't give you time to like sit down and prepare anything. But
Mm.
it's really like a fun format. I think it's like really funny when some girls, if you look at the edit, a lot of times one girl would have like one joke that she gets in. And I'm
Mhm.
like, she probably said like 10, but they edit it to have like one. But there'd be some really good ones in there that they probably can't air because it's too vulgar or something.
Yeah. Well,
But
I
I
don't know
do
because
love
they
it.
they aired Nene calling was it Jane a bejazzled cunt? They left that in. I'm like, that's crazy. They left that in.
That was good.
Oh, yeah, I feel like I would we've like shortened the mini challenges so much now. I would
Yeah.
love to like cut a couple other scenes and include more reads. Like I would like to see
Yeah.
like at least 3 or 4 from each
I wanted
scene.
more
Yeah.
reads. I felt like some of them were actually good this time. And I was like, oh, I
Mhm.
wanted to see
Yeah, they
more.
were really good. I feel like it was
Yeah.
really condensed. I'm not sure if they wanted to condense it so that we had more time for the design challenge to show, because I feel like that's how the edit goes sometimes, where they really condense certain things to show other things more. But it felt really condensed. Like by the time one girl read, I'm like, cut to the next girl, and I'm like, oh, is that it? Like
I don't want like a montage. I want to like sit with it and like take it
it's
all
giving
in.
like the runways in what season was it where the runway was like a couple seconds?
Yes,
Season
yes.
15, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, literally. But Mikey wins, and I thought she was really
As
funny.
deserved.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought she was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Jane didn't win. It seems like something that she would be really, really good at, and she was good. But Mikey, I do think was a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Mikey is so underestimated. I think Mikey is a huge contender to win this whole thing. Like Mikey's gonna have a big arc. I already feel the arc happening, and we see it happening. And I think that arc started where all the girls just didn't expect her and didn't vote for her in the Raider Queen, and that was the arc where she was like, okay, now I'm gonna really do well. And I think she's incredible. I love her like as an artist. I think she's probably gonna make the finale. Fingers crossed.
She
Black
gives
Peppa, this is why we invited you. I'm a Mikey
I
stan.
know you love Mikey though. I've watched. I know you love Mikey.
she
I
gives
feel
such,
validated right now.
she gives such like main character. Like she's such a good
Yeah.
narrator.
I
Mhm.
think like a lot of challenges where she should have done even like better one, they just didn't really like. For example, the design challenge, the first design challenge where she had that blue mesh. I
Hmm.
personally loved it. I think like fashion is an acquired taste, and I'm like, it was great, but they were like coming for her for it, and I'm like, I thought it was good,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
we see each other because I was like, why is this
Yeah.
not in the top?
And I think I have a good eye for fashion, so I'm like, girl, it was great.
We would not have you here for this episode if you didn't, Peppa. So
Uh,
you are a
We always
fashion girl.
bring guests for the fashion episodes because me and Derek don't know anything, and we need
Let's not get crazy.
you are serving spring in this look,
Is
Derek.
it nice
I really
in
love this jumper.
Thank you, thank you. Is it nice in the UK right now? It's super nice here in like the East.
As in what, sunny?
Yeah, like is it warm?
Oh no, babe, it's like gray outside. I don't know if you
Oh,
can see. It's depressing out there. That's
well.
why I put like some light in my room to make it seem like it's like a lot brighter. But we had some good warm days last week. UK is like one day you have bright sun and you're like, am I dreaming? Pinch me, and then the next day it's gray again. So it's really like a toss of the coin in the UK. But we'll have some good weather in the next couple of days. So I'll hopefully be doing a jerk chicken barbecue or something.
Ooh,
No.
that sounds amazing.
Ooh.
So, getting into the challenge, they are first they give like what do you call it? They're like faked out. It's like a punked where they're like
Yeah.
the queens
Yeah.
are back for their revenge, and everyone's like, and then you just like wheel in some suitcases because
What a
they
good way to have some sponsored time in there.
it's sponsored by what was it?
Is it away?
Yes, away
Yeah.
luggage.
Yeah. I had the suitcase from them too. Look, like, do what you gotta do.
They look
Yeah.
like high quality. I was like,
No,
honestly,
they're great. They're great luggages. They are.
I was at the airport and the zipper on my bag broke. So I am in business for a new suitcase. So away, I will be.
Oh, you know what?
Away, sponsor
Away.
the show.
Sponsor Jack Detective. Come on now.
Listen. But so all of the queens had to bring fabrics to make their own garments, but of course they're not going to be stuck with their own fabric. So they have
Yeah.
to pick the fabrics from the eliminated queens. Peppa, if you were there, whose
Uh-huh.
suitcase would you have your eyes on? Who would you be like, oh, I want their shit?
Um, I feel over prepared for this question because I knew you were gonna ask me. And I also just watched Roscoe's viewing party. Definitely it would have been Vita. Because Vita is a seamstress and she is a drag queen, and I feel like she would have carried a lot of stretch fabric in there, a lot of sequins, something that catches light. So I would have gone for her for sure. And then a close second would have been Sierra Mist actually, but that didn't work out, did it?
So Mikey gets to pick first, and she picks Briar. And I was like, she's like, yeah, we're friends. I'm like, okay, but like, I wouldn't personally expect Briar to have like the nicest things in the entire world. She's kind of a grungier kind of queen, and I just don't
Yeah.
see that in like Mikey's wheelhouse as much. So I thought that was kind of weird.
I feel like Briar would have showed more body maybe, so it would have been less fabric if
Yeah.
anything, you know?
Yeah. Did you guys see Briar's TikTok about this? And she
Oh
basically
no.
she forgot like this was like they gave them the prompt of like you have to bring like fabric to make an outfit, and she figured given that prompt that it wasn't gonna be for her, so she kind of like forgot about it last minute, and the fabric that was in the suitcase was workroom fabric that
Yeah,
she
that blue
took.
fabric. Yeah. I think Jane Don't said that on a Roscoe's viewing party that I watched, and I was like, oh, work, okay.
Yeah, so she just took it from the workroom when the producers were
Yeah,
cooking and put it in the bag and was like, "Here you go."
scandalous.
That's wild. Well, and then
Yeah.
Sierra posted a whole thing about like it wasn't sabotage. I just knew that I could make a look out of these scraps, and they would love that I could make a look out of scraps.
I
But
If I'm being honest with you, like, so when Jane Don't got the suitcase and she opened it and it had bulks of fabric, I was like, oh wow, okay, she's gonna annihilate it. And then we realized that, oh, it was actually scraps. I don't care how much she was playing it up. I think she knew she was still gonna do well. Like, if you're a
Mhm.
seamstress, it doesn't matter if you have scraps of fabric. We've seen what she's done before. I was like, you're just playing up for the cameras, girl. You know you're gonna annihilate this challenge anyway. Come on now. Like, I mean, it was bad, but I'm like, I'm sure she can cut it up and get some stuff done still. And it looks really good what she did in the end.
yeah, I mean, she did have to like make a textile from scratch, which like probably ate up
Which
a lot more time. But
which
still,
played into her favor because it gave her extra points. Like, I could not have done that. Like, I'm not a seamstress like that. And for her to be able to make a fabric into a gown that's fitted to her body for every inch of its life. I think that was just like, come on now.
Well, and like for someone like Mikey, let's say, who has like a
Hmm.
specific pattern on her fabric that maybe she doesn't like, but she has to use anyway, like Jane kind of got to make her own pattern, which like is
Yeah,
just more tailored to like what she would want.
yeah, exactly. I think Mikey's really good at putting looks together. They have a really good eye for what works with their body.
I do think that I do think that Jane was like crashing out this whole episode, which was so funny to me because I was like, this is gonna be another thing.
Jane being dramatic, oh Lord.
I was like literally I was like, this is gonna be another thing where this is
Yeah.
not a problem for you, but I kind of enjoy watching you lose your mind a little
It
bit. Like it was
reminds me of
fun.
Nymphia Wynn, where she would be panicking, like,
Yes.
I'm not gonna do well, oh my God. And then sure enough, she does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, it's like we've gone from the like, "Oh, well, I've only been in the top 6 weeks in a row. I'm kind of flopping," to now like,
Yeah.
wow, I got some fabric that it's like there's always something in her way. She can't be the front runner. In her eyes, she's always the underdog.
Yeah, she's always the underdog in her own brain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we see a lot of like shenanigans. We see a lot of like them just having fun and freaking out over their materials. I feel
Yeah.
like a Peppa, I feel like you could add some context. I feel like a design challenge would be fun to do. I mean, you're obviously stressed, but also you're just like getting to key with all of the other queens in the workroom for like all day.
Yeah. I feel like they make it look like you have a long time making these garments. It really is not that long. At least it wasn't for my design challenge. I feel like you need to get camera time in, so you're like cutting your fabric, whatever, and they're filming you. And then before you know it, like, that you get a little break, you got to eat your lunch, and then you come back. And then that's it. When they tell you you got to stop what you're doing. And then you come back in and you have a little bit of extra time again to continue on it. But every time I watch a design challenge, I always feel like, why does it look like they had all day? Like, it looks like they had like 10 hours to make these looks, like, where I felt like we had maybe maximum 3 or 4.
That's
But the
crazy.
keying of the design challenge and the crashing outs, and especially Kenya Please, I think she's just so entertaining when it comes to. I felt really good like for her this whole episode, because in the beginning, and I'm so happy that she's still here. She said that I can sew, and it looked like she couldn't because of what she produced that very first runway, which I'm still kind of like looking at what she did now. So then I'm like, really, what happened though? But she did so well, and like seeing her garment in the workroom before, I was thinking she might have this. It looked really good, and I'm really happy that she did well.
Yeah, me too. Love Kenya.
Well, the first challenge, she kind of shot herself in the foot because she didn't grab enough materials to work
Yeah.
with, so she was working with
Hmm.
like nothing. But I also feel like she kind of got screwed in the second challenge because her and Sierra had the hardest mashup. They had to do like Lady Gaga meat dress with like
Oh
the
yeah,
denim Britney Justin. Like
Yeah.
that's really hard and really
that's
outside of what
really
I think
hard.
Kenya would do.
But I also really loved her look for that though. Like the only thing is she didn't incorporate the meat aspect in it enough,
Hmm.
like Sierra did. But I really liked her denim cowboy Carter vibe thing to it. Um, but yeah, I think that's when I was like, oh, she can sew. So if we throw another design challenge in there, she might actually be able to win it. And yeah,
Yeah.
she didn't disappoint this time.
My biggest issue with that look, the Britney Gaga look, was the styling. I think the styling really brought it down, and with this look, I feel like she really got the styling like together. Like
But
she
it's a
had a vision.
similar silhouette to her entrance look, isn't it? It's like the bell
Yes,
bottom pants
Yeah.
shape. Yeah,
which
so like she stuck to something that she knows the pattern's gonna look good on her body, and I think that was a genius idea to go that route.
And she benefited from having Vita's suitcase who came prepared and
Yeah.
gave her the
Oh
goods.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like also this is what their third design challenge. You're probably less.
God, 3.
You only had one, right?
I had one, and thank God I did. I didn't want any more. But I mean, to be fair, I would have wanted another one because I feel like the first design challenge that I had, it just was not going well for me that day. Like, I did not have enough time. I was overly ambitious making this pattern that I wanted to make, manipulating fabric, and then I ran out of time, and then I had to put something on my body quickly. But if we had another design challenge, I feel like I would have been able to redeem myself because I love making a lot of things and putting stuff together. But I'm happy that at least they have 3, so you kind of have no excuse to show that you can make something and you have a good imagination. Because you can be the best designer, but if you can't have style with it, then it kind of doesn't make sense, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just picturing you in that challenge, like frantically weaving together fabrics 5 minutes before
It
going on the
haunts
main
me every
stage.
day. It haunts me every day, girl.
Honestly, it's kind of like Kenya. Like, obviously, you can put looks together very easily, but like, if you don't have the concept together, it won't come together, and people are just going to assume she can't sew, she can't put together a
Yeah.
look.
But
But it's like
also,
it's just
like,
one
don't try
day.
nothing new on Drag Race. Like, don't be like, I never did this before. I'm gonna try it now on Drag. Don't do that. Like, if you've never done it, don't be overly ambitious and reinvent the wheel, like RuPaul says. Like, do what you're used to. So I think that
Mhm.
was my mistake. I was thinking, oh, RuPaul's gonna commend me on doing like this thing with the fabric. No, I should have stuck to what I knew, and I would have been better off. Done a simple gown like Danny and Pixie, and do a pattern and sew it together. I would have been way better doing that than having to try and do something crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, it's us, but without Peppa. Because
This episode is just it's being sliced and diced. It's
guys,
being we're in the
yeah.
future, the past, the present.
StreamYard hates us. Instagram hated Peppa. Like
Instagram hated Peppa.
there's
Yeah.
just a lot. This was the week of technical. I got the time wrong, the time zones wrong.
Oh my God, yes. So for those who, yeah, obviously that wouldn't be referenced in the episode. Derek forgot that Peppa was in the UK. So,
No, I didn't forget that she was in the UK. I just am a dumbass and got it completely wrong, the time zone.
so,
Yeah.
so we were under the impression that we were going to record at night, and it is not nighttime.
That's why I had wet hair. I just showered. I was like, ooh, let's start my day. And then I get a message from Peppa. Hey, are we starting? And I was like, oh my God, I got the time zone wrong.
Peppa is so lovely, though. That was my
She
first time
is.
speaking to her. And I'm like starstruck. Like she's like such a big like she watches my videos. I'm like, oh my God.
She's the best. She's amazing. And
I'm
she's
like,
so
I'm gagged.
kind. She's so
Yeah,
talented.
yeah,
And she put up with all of our bullshit today. So thank you,
yeah.
Peppa.
Where's such stands? So thank you to Peppa for coming on. We just wanted to talk about the daily discourse. I don't know where this is gonna actually go in the episode. I guess you can kind of insert it wherever.
Who
But
knows?
we have a discourse. We have an actual discourse, and we have to talk about it.
We do.
And we're not gonna involve the drag queen guest in it because we're nice and
We won't
it's
put her on
just
the spot like that.
yes, exactly. So we're gonna talk about it instead. Jane Don't riled some feathers last week, because she did the thing where she took all the posts off of her Instagram and then she made an Instagram story where she was like, I am aware of allegations that have been made against me, and I'm going to take some time before I properly respond to them. See you guys on the other side. And everybody was like, we don't know what this bitch is talking about. What is this bitch talking about? And like nobody knew what was going on. And then after people were kind of speculating about it, a lot of the other season 18 queens started commenting on it in like little teeny ways here and there and being like, just give Jane time to say what she wants to say and like doing little dings here and there. And so the more that people started commenting on it from the show, the more that people were like, okay, this is probably a stunt thing. Then after that, she posted, before I say what I have to say, and brought some awareness to the current legislative nightmare that's happening in Kansas, where trans people, their licenses are now invalid and they are being stripped of like, their rights as people, which terrible. I'm glad that she used this moment to bring awareness to that at the very least, I think. And then followed that up with her responding to the allegations announcement, and the allegation was that she is annoying, and that she is a merch drop. Thoughts?
I can't understand the mind, like the hoops that her mind went through to get to this place where she's like, I'm gonna make people think that I'm a sexual predator, but really, really, I'm just dropping some merch.
Yeah, in poor taste for sure, but it's like also, a drag queen doing something in poor taste. you
Well, there's
know?
and I've seen a lot of people's takes where they're like, she's a drag queen, like let her do something stupid, or like don't be a snowflake. And it's like, yes, I'm not offended. I'm just like,
No, I'm
was
not
thi-
offended. I'm just like, why?
was this smart? was this like
Right,
was this
because
smart?
especially just because in the past couple years on Drag Race, we've had some actual predators who have come to light, Shangela, Sherry Pie, and I just don't know why you would do something to like even mentally for a moment, a brief moment, put yourself in that company with those people because that's just how the internet works. So I don't think it was like the smartest choice, but I also don't necessarily agree with, I saw some people kind of taking it to the chronically online extreme where they were like, this is triggering to me as someone on the end of, who is a recipient of allegations or something. You know what I mean? Like they don't like seeing that because they're like, or like people being like, oh, like in a time where queer people are being labeled as predators, yada yada yada. I don't know if I would go that far to say it's like a morally reprehensible thing to do. I saw it and I was like, ah, I don't love that. Like,
It doesn't make me hate her or dislike her or anything. It's
no,
just a
yeah.
little like, and I will say the first thing that came to my mind was Republicans and right wing crazies are calling us predators and pedophiles and rapists and all of these things every single day. Why would you give them any ammunition whatsoever? Like, oh, now they're joking about it. Now they're joking about being predators. It's like, why? Why?
Yeah, I get that aspect of it. I just think I don't know.
Okay, here's the real tea. If you're going to be doing all this, the merch better be good. And it wasn't. So it better be some damn good merch to go through this publicity stunt. And
Damn.
it was some black t-shirts with some text on it and a picture of her face.
Damn, Derek shooting cannons here. Damn. You're gonna make another squeak from the season hate us. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was I just saw it and my reaction was just like, why? Just why? But
Yeah.
drag queens, they do that. It's par for the course. I'm not everybody take a chill pill, I think, is my
Yeah.
and that has been your daily discourse.
And back to talking with Black Peppa about this episode.
Wow.
Can we talk about Iman? Because
Oh
Iman
my God.
is the
Beautiful
guest
woman.
judge.
Beautiful.
Look,
What a gag, her coming in the workroom and sitting down with them.
yes, this woman is,
Oh,
mind you, 70 years old. Doesn't look a day over like 42.
she's 70?
Yeah, she said it
70.
on Talk She's 70.
Damn. Black don't crack. Okay.
So, getting into the looks, let's start off with our one of our top two and our winner, Jane Don't, who was given the box of Sierra Mist, and they had to make party looks, but they kind of like they got to pick the theme. So, she's going to like a cocktail party. What did y'all think of Jane's look?
For Jane Don't, I really like this look. The way she was acting, I was like, I was expecting calamity or something. I mean, I get it. I get looking in a suitcase and seeing scraps, and if you do drag as a more full-figured a woman, that can be a little bit intimidating, but like, she made it work. The appliques are all really impressive. It works for like the party theme. I love the makeup. I love the hair. She did great. She's doing great. Closed case for Jane. What about you, Derek?
I also loved this. I did she make all of these appliques from the scraps? Like it didn't come with the appliques, right?
No, I think that's what she said. She like, cause she explained, I think she cut them out and did like a
That's crazy.
thing with them. Yeah.
That is crazy. I mean, this looks like so much work went into it. And knowing that this was just like scraps, that's so cool. She made a clutch. I love this orange hair with it. She posted it with like more of like a reddish auburn hair on Instagram, and I didn't like that as much. I love the contrast of like this bright clown orange hair. I think this is immaculate, and I would give it a absolute closed case.
First of all, I want to start with the silhouette. I'm obsessed with Jane Don't silhouette. Maybe go a bit more over. Yeah, like that.
We
Yeah.
are. This is like
This is crazy, girl. Like,
this is like a struggle bus.
yeah. Yeah, so I love the orange hair. I think this is her signature hair color, right? Isn't it? This is what she walked in the workroom with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is her signature hair color. Love that. I love the shape of it. I love what she did to the fabric. As RuPaul said, it's like the coat of many colors. Like for those of us who are familiar with the Joseph story. I love that she pulled it apart and put it together in such a high fashion conceptual way. The shape is out of this world. She loves her shape is insane. Like Jesus Christ. Like her shape is always on point. And what I love about this look especially is that I don't know why, but all of her runways have felt like she's always adding so much. I don't know about you, but for this one, it really works when you kind of strip it down and just say streamline. And I think that really worked in this look. I think it's incredible. And the slit to me was like the icing on top. I love that it came all the way up to her pussy. Wait, can I say that?
Yes, you can say
Yes. Yes.
that.
I love that it came all the way up. It gave it that je ne sais quoi. I really loved it. I give it a close case.
Next we have a Kenya pleaser. Peppa, what did you think of Kenya's look?
I was obsessed. I First of all, I am obsessed with Kenya wearing an afro. I think it's her third time wearing an afro, but I never get sick of seeing it. I thought this afro was the perfect size. Wear a big afro on Drag Race, guys. I'm obsessed with it. I love this color on her skin. I thought the fabric was insane. I love the sleeves. I love the shape of the pants. I think she's and I love that the neckline came just at a part where it makes it really feminine. I think it was incredible. I love that Michelle is trying to be shady to be like, with all due respect, did you make this? Because it just looks so good. It was so well hemmed. Even the neckline, like if you zoom in to where the neckline is, it was hemmed so well. It wasn't puckering or anything like that. I thought she did a really good job. Like I was really impressed with her with this look.
Yeah, I loved that she added this kind of velvet material to the middle to break up all of the sequin, and then
Yeah,
she lined the neckline with that same fabric. It just was like so good.
it was incredible.
Yeah, she looks beautiful. This is like one of my favorite outfits that she's brought to the show, and it's one that she made, which I think just speaks to like
One
level of, you know,
that she made.
yeah, it's beautiful. And I'm happy to see her have a good week. Like I just feel like Kenya has gotten so much shit and it sucks and people can be shitty. And like you can critique her, obviously, that's fair, you know, she's on the show, but like I just feel like she's just gonna be like people have just known her as like, oh, the girl who doesn't know the words. And it's like, no, like she's talented and she has so much personality, and I'm excited that she had a good week. So I'm gonna give her a closed case.
Close case.
Yes.
Up next, we have Darlene Mitchell.
Mitchell. Oh,
She got this zebra print and this black material. Of course, she had to pull out the mullet. There was a really fun segment where she brought out her bag of mullets,
oh my
and
God.
everyone was
Loved
trying them
it.
on.
I love a mullet too. I used to throw them on every time I had a gig because I just cannot with the human hair getting in my face when I'm dancing. So a mullet is so convenient. I love the color of this mullet. I think black and white with red. And I had a look recently where I had black and white with red hair. Red is the perfect color to complement a black and white look. I love the ruching that she did at the top. I think it looks so chic. I'm not sure how she did it. I'm not sure if she stuffed the ruching part, but it looks like snuggy. You know what I
She
mean?
said she stuffed it, so
She stuffed it. It looks
yeah.
really snuggy. I love the midsection being. It's like it's making the eyes go different places. Like as I think was it Iman that said it. The shoes could have been with some zebra and it would have really balanced off the look properly. But I really loved it. I love that the earrings were actually the fabric and just big and clunky. Very Darlene actually. And the shoes are not her tip. I don't mind Darlene's clunky shoes, by the way. I think if anything, she should like really like use that as the thing to her, you know? Just like Discord has her walk. I think
Hmm.
Darlene's shoes is not a big deal in my opinion, but I really loved that she went ahead with these shoes for this whole look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was my favorite.
This is your
I
favorite.
I
Was
love this
it?
look. I love this look. I love Darlene, and I just like I'm always excited to see what she's gonna come out with when she's on the runway because I feel like it's always surprising to me. And this surprise, like I just love it. It totally fits the party theme. I love the mullet. I love the zebra print. Like I understand why the top two was what it was, but I personally really love this look. So closed case for Darlene this week.
Yeah, for me it's a closed case. And also just to add on as well, her like revealing that she had a degree in fashion design. Are you kidding me? I would not have thought the girl walking in with the corn in in the beginning is the one with the fashion degree. I mean, it made sense. I think she's so quirky and fashionable in a sense that she is not scared to make bold choices, and I think that's where you can definitely tell that she studied it.
Yeah. Well, and even like her, she said that she was really focused on the styling aspect, and I totally see that in her runways.
Yeah.
Like, she's had very few misses. Like, she's really good at like styling really weird pieces together that
I
probably
will never
shouldn't.
understand that satin runway though.
No, no. And she
Yeah,
no,
that was the one.
she said that was her favorite
Never
look she
understand.
had. I was like, girl, no.
What?
But like that beige look she had last week was impeccable. This
Oh,
is
that was
impeccable.
my favorite look on the runway last week.
Same.
Yeah.
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 So good.
And
Close
Mikey was a
second.
close second, but I really love that that tweed runway. It was so
So
good.
good. Up next, we have Discord Adams, who has a little bit of a controversy with this episode. She
Yeah.
had Mandy Mango's suitcase, and of course, there was, shades of yellow and canary and some bright orange in there. And she said, screw that. I'm putting on black, red, and adding 800 safety pins. Peppa, if you were there, would you have considered this like cheating or like breaking the rules?
Oh God, it's a tricky one, you know. I love Discord. Okay, first of all, if these were not in a suitcase, I would have been like, why did you use safety pins, you know? But then what Naisha said in the Roscoe's party was that, there's not a glue gun in a suitcase either, and you need to use that to put the outfit together, right? And I was like, yeah, that is a good idea. However, the safety pins were not all holding the outfit together. You know what I mean? And so I thought it looked great. It's just that I would have been a bit like annoyed that she had so many safety pins and the main focus became the safety pins. If it was that the safety pins are used in a way that the outfit can be put together and not becoming the focal piece of the whole look, then fine. But in all honesty, that being said, I really love this look. I really loved it. I'm not a fan of the hair. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the sleeves, the baggy sleeves. I thought if she had just kept the dress without the sleeves and just have her tattoo showing, that would have made it a bit better, in my opinion. I love that she had the red PVC shoes. Wasn't a fan of the red rhinestone gloves. I feel like if you're gonna have vinyl, maybe not have stones. It clashes to me. But I just felt like this was just so punk. It was very Discord. I really liked it. And her trying so hard to walk this week.
Getting a lesson from RuPaul, even.
Yeah, that has never happened, has it?
I don't think so.
I don't
I
think
don't think
so.
that's ever happened.
And I
That's
doubt it'll
so
happen
iconic.
again.
She got Discord Cam and RuPaul to help her walk. Like no one
Hmm.
could say that they had that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and having to walk, like I almost felt bad for. I'm like, oh my God, like you've been like made fun of for this walk this whole time, and now you have to walk in front of Iman. I would die. I would
Yeah,
literally die.
and
Like,
those heels that she wore too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
crazy. But I like this look. I do agree that I like. I don't know. I feel like I understand why the girls were a bit pressed because the safety pins didn't come in the box, and the outfit is being kind of like it's literally put together by the safety pins and the styling and like it's a really cool look. I'm not gonna knock it because it is really cool. I like it. I'm gonna give it a closed case, but I do understand why some people in the room were not happy with it.
can I also add, I feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity for Discord to do something different. I feel
Mm,
like every design challenge, she kind of does a similar vibe where she cuts stuff up and patches it together and
yep.
adds more of this and metal. And I feel like when she saw the yellow fabric, she was like, nah, I ain't touching that. And I feel like this could have probably been a good way for her to maybe do something new and surprise the judges. So,
Literally exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I think this look is good, but I'm over the silhouette on her. Like
Mm.
yeah,
it's nothing new. We've seen this in so many different like flavors. It's always
yeah,
kind of the same vibe. And I think that this would have been sickening with the yellow. Like I
yeah.
love black and yellow together and like this silver with it would have been so cute. I really think it would have been different for her. And yeah, I really enjoyed Discord. I am getting a little bit bored of the fashions. I just feel like it's a lot of the same silhouettes and like construction.
Yeah. So it's a
but
close for
close
you.
case. It's still a close case. I still
Yeah.
like it, but I also would have been pissed if she. It's giving like in All Stars 10 when they had to like use all 7 materials or whatever, and Mistress
Mhm.
just like shoved one into the bag and was like, "Yeah, it's in my purse. I'm using it."
Uh,
It's like,
Yeah.
you're
oh
kind of
yeah.
stretching the rules here, girl.
Yeah.
Up next we have Juicy Love Dion. She has this harem pant. She's going this like Miami party. She's wearing a wig.
Oh my
We
God.
won. Nene and Juicy wearing a wig in the same episode.
Was this
Crazy.
her wig? Because she had a like she was looking. Oh, I think when they were in Untucked, and she was like, Whoever made this wig, I need it in every color." And I was like, "Is that your wig, or
And
did you
she's like, I
like?"
need a wig. Someone give me a wig.
Because I love her with hair on. Like she
Yeah.
looks so good. My
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
I mean, her face, like her mug is to die for already. Let's be honest, but
yeah.
her face can take some good hair, and I thought this look was. If I'm being honest, I'm like 50-50 about this look. So something about the look looking like it fits her well versus something looking off. So I think it's the shoulder part for me where that silver is underneath like a shoulder pad. It's giving kind of like hockey. I don't know why. Um I don't know if I like it. It's different. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but it's not working well to me with her figure and her height and everything. The fabric I think is gorgeous. I love the kind of I always say Alibaba pants. I love that they have the cut at the sides to show some leg because we know she loves to show some skin. I love the chain draping, coming down the hips, going down to where the legs go, and then the legs having like that cuff by the heel. I think that's quite cool. I'm not really a fan of the heels, if I'm being honest with you. And yeah, I think
It's like a
I'd
church
re-
lady shoe.
yeah, I'm not sure why she went ahead with this choice for shoe, but um maybe she didn't have another shoe. You never know. It's
Yeah.
Drag Race, but I think this look was it was definitely successful considering that she needed everyone's help. This was the first time that she didn't get anyone to help her. And so I was very much like thank God because I was like come on now, like are we going to always have someone help you? Because I didn't have anyone help me. So I'm like, but yeah, I like the look, but it's like a 50-50 for me.
So you give it an open case?
I give it, yeah.
Yeah, I would give it an open too. I don't think it's bad. I just think of everything on the stage, this was my least favorite.
Yeah.
And I think the way that they judged it, Discord and Juicy would have been the bottom two if they had one, because they left them on stage together and then were like, "You're both
Yeah.
safe." So
Yeah, because they were splitting hairs apparently, yeah.
yeah, it's good, but I just think other people did better.
Yeah, I think if they were planning on doing a bottom two, this is the one that they would have gone the extra length to justify being in the bottom two, just based on the
Mhm.
caliber of everything else that was on the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's impressive considering how far we've seen Juicy come since the first design challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something weird about yeah, like you said, the shoulders and then like the boobs kinda I feel like is a little off for me, but I like the rest of it. I just think it wasn't my favorite compared to everything else on stage. So I will give it an open case.
And I love that she had body like for
Yeah.
this look too, because if it wasn't there, I don't know if it would have worked out.
Well,
Yeah.
and I like that RuPaul was like, maybe just pat a little bit, like just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Good note. Good note.
Yeah. Up next we have Mikey Meeks, who had Briar Blush's, I almost said package, Briar Blush's, suitcase, and she got fucked over by these materials. I think
Yeah.
dark materials like this just do not show well on TV, and so much of the work and the details just get lost. Like, you really have to look closely to, like, see everything.
I is it just me, but I can see Raya Blush wearing this, not just because it's her fabrics. Like
Yeah,
the
I can see where
hair,
it is.
the ear muffs, I don't know why I feel like I can see Raya Blush wearing it.
Yeah.
Her trying to sell the idea that it's really giving ski whatever that idea was kind of funny to me because she's the Miami Queen, obviously. Um I think the navy blue worked really well. I mean, it would have been better if it was a black look, but then the runway stage is black as well. I thought this was great. I love Mikey Meeks. Like I can't say anything negative about them. Like I'm being biased, I'm sorry. I thought that the way they have the fabric going into the shoes done so well. I
Hmm.
love that they zoomed in as well to show us how well it was done. I love that the ear muffs were covered. I love that she did the bra, the skirt. Everything just looked quite fashion. It's like on paper, if I had that idea, I wouldn't think it would look that good. But then seeing how she made it, it looks really good. I really don't have anything negative to say about this look, really.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. Some people online, I feel like were a little, lukewarm on it. But the thing about
Mhm.
it is, like, I do think that the stage, the color of the stage is so dark, it drowns it out a bit. I really like her details. I liked her concept. I thought it was super cute. And I think like she had a tough material to work with, and given that, like, I have no problems with it. I think she looks adorable. I love the earmuffs. Maybe it's my Mikey Meeks bias talking. I don't care. Closed case.
I'm sure seeing this look in person, it would look even better as
Oh yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not her fault that the fabrics don't translate well. I mean,
Why navy blue though? Kind of like,
yeah,
Yeah.
I wish that this like metallic fabric was like more of like a bright cerulean. Like that would really pop, and I think would really like. But it's like I
yeah,
mean, she can't like they don't have any like Rit dye on set where she's like, oh, let me just go put this into the the dye real quick. So
yeah.
it's a close case. And lastly, we have Nini Coco, who had Didi Fuego's suitcase, and it's all of these like. How would you describe this material? It's very like 60s fashion editorial.
Yeah, like six, oh, like it just gives me back home, like in the Caribbean, like when you go to the hotels and they have these like really thick curtains and they all have like this bright splash of print on them.
Mm.
It reminds me of that, like a cabana kind of a vibe.
Yes.
I love this. Like, I mean, we know Nini was gonna smash this one anyway, but like this is incredible. Even if she didn't have, is it a red or orange sequin? I'm not sure
It's an
what color that
orange.
is. Orange, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if that wasn't there, really and truly, it would have still been great. But like, I would have probably worn it without the orange. But that's just my personal taste. I thought the orange underneath was giving it like a modern twist, which I really loved. I love the ponytail. Um, because I can't remember who is it, Bianca or one of them was saying that a lot of these queens just don't like to wear hair this season for some reason. And Nini always switches it up with her hair for me. And so the idea of putting a ponytail with this look was just really like, oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. It actually did work out in a way. I love the way that it moved. Like when I think she's so good at modeling every look that she does because every look she does is so different. And it's like she studied the look and she's like, I'm gonna model it that way. The sleeves and the trail and then coming off, like it was just like it was really good to watch. I love this. This was like a 10 out of 10 for me, for sure.
Yeah, I could have seen this being one of the top two looks. I'm surprised the judges didn't live for it more. I think it was really, really good. I think it's like a risk doing sort of that orange like under. I'm glad she did it all the way through and not just the legs, because I think if she just did the legs, it would have looked like duck legs because the legs are
Yeah.
orange. So I'm glad she did like the full bodysuit, and then
Hmm.
the design over it is like beautiful. I love the hair, I love the makeup. This was really good. I'm surprised it wasn't one of the top two. But yeah, close
Mhm.
case. What do you think, Derek?
This was my favorite look of the whole night. I
Yeah.
love this so much. I love blue and orange as a color combination. I think they go so
Yeah.
well together. And her body looks good. I love that she had the tearaway. Like it was like a moment. I love that she added just a little bit of fabric to the ponytail, to just like
Yeah.
pull everything together. Like this is just head to
This is
toe.
really hard to make. Like,
Yes, all the
Yeah.
you have to
ruching
be
and
really good at sewing. Like, when you look at the skirt, the ruching that she has going along there, even like the ruching going all along the cape and the sleeves cuffing together. And still, like, it's oversized, but it looks like it works well because she knows the proportions so well. Even like the neck, not making it too big of a ruffle so that she can still make her neck look long enough. Like that, all of these details to me, like, are just like insane.
and she has my favorite mug of the season. I love these huge, like little plastic or
I
cardboard
love it.
uh,
Yeah.
eyelashes that she puts on. It's so good. I
Her
love this.
color theory when it comes to doing her eye makeup is just to be admired, really and truly.
So good. Close case.
Close case down, yeah.
So the top two of the week are Jane and Kenya Pleaser. Do we agree?
I would have put Nene somewhere in there. I would have put
Yeah,
Nene. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I would
definitely. I
have
would have.
done Jane and Nene personally. I do
Yeah,
think
I would
Kenya
have.
slayed, but I just think Nene's had so much detail to it, and like the tearaway and all of that. Like it really was a standout to me.
Yeah, it was really good. What did you think of the lip sync?
They lip sync to a Patti LaBelle song, and I've never
Yeah.
heard the song before, but it was a
I've never
great
heard that song either.
Yeah.
Such a good song.
It's so good, yeah.
So much better
I
than
thought it
last
could have
week's
been a
song.
double win easily. I just didn't feel like one of them did better than the other.
Yeah.
Personally, I thought that Jane Don't was great, but Kenya, like, I just couldn't take my eyes off of her,
She
you
kept
know,
making
and
these
she knew the
funny
words.
faces.
And she knew the words. My
Yes.
God, I just kept watching her to be like, do you know the word?
I
You know,
feel
every time she
so-
lip syncs now, I keep watching to see if she knows the words because it's an ongoing thing. But she did, and like it was great.
I feel bad for her. That's gonna follow her for her entire career now.
Imagine performing while the show's airing now. Like everywhere she goes, people are just gonna be watching. Does she know the words?
Yeah, she know the words. I feel so bad.
I personally preferred Jane, but I do think that they both did well. It was like
Yeah, I
a great
agree.
lip sync. It was really fun.
Yeah.
And so Jane got her third win. No one else has 3 wins. But does anyone else have 2 wins? Nene? Is that it?
Nene.
Nene had, oh yeah, Nene had won the design challenge and then was it Snatch Game?
Snatch game, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jane has 3, Nene has 2. Everyone else has either 1 or none. So there's
Jane
definitely
Doan's
some-
track record is insane.
every single week she's been in the top. Every
Higher win. Yeah.
single week. Not since
Yeah.
Kiona have we seen this.
Yeah.
And this season is longer than Kiona's season, so she now has more high placements than Kiona did.
And this is halfway.
yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So Peppa, who is in your like top 3 right now? Who do you think is going to make finale?
I definitely Nini Coco. I have been following her before Drag Race. From that viral video of like I was like she needs to be on Drag Race, and sure enough she was. I think she's definitely gonna be a finalist. I think Jane Don't is so good. Like she's like all rounder in that sense. I think she has the chop. She's funny. She has style. And I can see her being a winner. I don't know, like I can see Nini Coco being a winner too, but I feel like Jane Don't like just gives me like winner energy for some reason. And then Mikey Meeks. I see Mikey being a finalist.
I
Yeah.
think it's a very clear top 3 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Mikey has 1 win, right?
She has 1 win, and she's been in the
Mhm.
top for the last, like 4 weeks?
And
Something
she's only
like
been in the bottom that one time when the girls rated her,
Yeah.
She was like,
Which
safe,
wasn't-
safe,
which wasn't deserved.
and then
Okay.
bottom, and then she's been in the top ever since.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
She might. I don't. What's next week? Do we know?
The
so
roast.
next week is the roast of Alyssa Edwards.
Mikey, rise up, girl.
I want
We need another
Darlene-
win.
I want Darlene to have her moment, and I feel like she could eat up a roast.
I want Darlene to have a moment too. Like I feel like Darlene was so close in what was the acting challenge where she was like churning. She was so
Yes.
close
Yeah.
to winning that.
And the political ads, she was so
Yeah.
funny in the political ads. She could have won that.
Yeah.
Easily, yeah.
So this could be her moment. Who are we worried for in a roast?
Discord.
Discord. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worried for Discord, yeah. Kenya, I feel like if she's having a good day, it might go well. But then if it's not a good day, it might not. Like I feel like with Kenya, you kind of don't really know what you're gonna get sometimes. I know her charisma is gonna really take her there, but like if she's not funny, I don't know. It's kind of like Mia Star, where I thought she was gonna do well in Snatch Game, but then she didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then when you start going downhill, like, and you can't recover yourself in the middle of it, then it becomes like a firestorm.
The real like question mark for me is Nini Coco. She did win Snatch Game, but I could see her going either way in a roast. I don't know.
Yeah, this could be a challenge if she gets in her head over, but I think if she just like doesn't overthink it and just has
Oh my
fun,
gosh.
she could do well.
Imagine she's like, "Can I go first? Oh no, I mean second. Oh, I want to go sixth.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally, like,
third.
it's
Can I go
gonna-
third."
Oh,
gonna
we're
be
ready for
something.
another one of those next week.
And
Yeah.
then they put her like right after Jane Don't, just to get their revenge.
Yeah.
I feel like she'll be prepared though. She gives me someone like, I mean, look, she's an engineer.
Mhm.
She's a clever cookie. I feel like she's gonna be prepared for something like this. And now everyone kind of knows their footing in the competition. We're halfway, so I feel like, after Snatch Game, I feel like I have a lot of high hopes for Nini. I feel like she might do well. We'll see.
We will see. Peppa,
Yeah.
thank you so much for being here through all of the technical problems.
All the trials and tribulations, we've made it.
We got through it. We did.
Yeah.
What
No,
do you
thank you
have-
for having me.
Of course. What do you
Yeah.
have going on right now? Like, what can people expect from you?
I just finished Fashion Week. I was taking some time out for myself, my health. I just came from Turkey. I got some new teeth in my mouth. I've just been taking a lot of TLC for Peppa because I've been really doing a lot last year. I've been working myself to the bone, so I wanted to really take time out for myself. So this year I have a lot of things coming up. I have some new music, which I'm really excited to get out there. A lot of people don't even know that I do music, but I have some music that are out there already. So I will have some new music coming out. I don't want to say anything else because it's really exciting, the kind of project that I'm doing. But yeah, that's what I have coming out, and some more amazing conceptual shoots that I love to do all the time. So you can look out for those. But yeah.
If you are
If
not
you are not-
following,
I was just gonna say, if you're not following Black Peppa's Instagram, follow their Instagram.
the
Um,
photo shoots, the fashions,
So
your
good.
Instagram is like, it literally looks like I'm just opening up like a fashion magazine every time I look at your Instagram.
Oh, thank you.
So
I always have a lot of concerts every year in December. So like normally DragCon would happen in the UK in January. So what I would do is I would plan DragCon and then I would plan my year of shoots. So I have photographers on like a spreadsheet and concepts and on like a mood board of what I want to do in the following year coming up. And so every year I do that. So this year I've been like really excited with the things that I'm about to do. Like I'm gonna try not to get too excited saying it, but I have some really good shit that I have coming out. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about the music that I have coming out. And I want to just get out there a bit more. Like I feel like I've been holding back myself a lot. And for a lot of queens who've been on Drag Race, they can relate. Like you be on the show and you feel like you're walking on eggshells. You don't want to do too many things. You don't want to say too much. But I feel like I've been stopping my growth by trying not to be out there too much and being private with my life. And now I feel like 2026, I'm not going to hold back anymore. I'm going to really go out there. I want to start a YouTube channel. Hopefully, I'm going to be rivaling you guys.
Yeah.
But I want to really just start, like, I have a vlog of my my Turkey trip that I did. And I want to do more stuff where I review, like, fashion runways and, like, the Met Gala, which is coming up. I want to really, like, get myself into that because I have a lot of opinions and I feel like they need to be said. So,
it is the year of Peppa.
It's the-
yeah. Oh, my God. You'll be seeing a lot of me. You'll get sick of me eventually.
Never, never. Kayla, what do you have going on right now?
That's a great question. You can follow me at youtube.com/Kayla Says. I make YouTube videos. They are not about Drag Race. They are about pop culture stuff.
They're incredible.
Oh, thank you.
So good.
Thank
I just
you.
grab my popcorn whenever you release a new video. Like, okay, I know you're gonna go deep diving into this. Like, here we go.
Thank you. Yeah, I just did one on the Timothy Chalamet upcoming Oscars discourse drama. It is the last week of award season, so I'm sure we're gonna do some content about that. Stay tuned. You can also follow me on Twitter at Kayla Says More. Derek, what do you have coming up? What's going on with you?
I'm filming a video later today about season 18 and some of the discourse and qualms people have had with it, and we're gonna see if they're valid or not.
Mm.
And
Nice.
we just finalized our cast for Drag Duel Season 4,
Woohoo!
featuring international drag artists from all over the world. And if you want to watch live, you can join the Drag Duel Patreon, where you can watch everything in the Discord happen in real time.
Exciting.
Very exciting. Peppa, thank you again for being here, and we will
Thank you.
catch
Thanks
all
for
of
having
you.
me.
Of course. We'll catch all of you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.